Alright. Just gonna wait for this ad roll and then I'll get started. Hey Luigi, thank you for the good luck. Alright. Let's see. Alright, I'm just making sure everybody knows that we're going, and then... Okay, yes. So, this is Twilight Princess, everybody. Good morning. We're gonna be doing Twilight Princess Glitchless Master Sword. And honestly, I think it's best if I just start my run, and then I'll explain as we go, because it is about a 2.5 hour run. Whoops. Misspelled. There we go. Alright, so I'm just gonna make sure... There we go. And then in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So, Twilight Princess Glitchless Master Sword, as the name would suggest for the category, is a category where we go get the Master Sword. However, we can't use any glitches. For people aware with, or familiar with the Twilight Princess speedrun, you usually do the game somewhat normally until you get the boomerang, and then you start doing all kinds of crazy stuff. But all of that is not allowed. So essentially, we're gonna have to just play the game the somewhat casual route, but really, really fast. And I was hoping I would get a blue rupee when running through grass here, but so far I've not gotten anything. Rupee is actually kind of important in this run. I want to see at least 3 at this point. There we go. So we have 3 rupees, that's good enough. And then we go straight into our first little minigame. We're going to be herding some goats. And I guess I should explain why we are playing the game in Korean and why we're playing on the Wii. So, the Korean one is easy. It's the fastest language by far. Saves us about half a minute over the course of this run. And the Wii version is a little more complicated, but essentially it is also faster than GameCube, because of things like motion control being faster than analog aiming. So when you have a segment where you have to aim at a bunch of stuff, or do a lot of aiming with an item, it is better if you have a Wiimote than if you have just an analog stick. Because if you're really, really good at motion control aiming, you can essentially be instant, as opposed to having to always somewhat slowly aim if you're using an analog stick. On top of that, there is also some just general game optimization on the Wii version. For example, the disc doesn't have to be compressed with its data, and therefore there is no lag when you play the game. Whereas on the GameCube version, the game tends to lag quite a bit. Which, as you might expect, is not great if you're trying to speedrun. And all that just comes together to say that I'm playing Korean Wii to be fast. We're just gonna be side questing for the first, like 6 minutes, give or take. We need to get a sword so that we can actually fight enemies. And to get a sword, we just have to side quest to get this basket. And we're gonna go give it to the woman over here. And then she'll give us a fishing rod, and we can use the fishing rod to get some fish to help feed a cat that is hungry. And then the hungry cat goes back to its owner. The owner is happy. The owner will give us access to her shop. Alright. But in the meantime, we do still need rupees. Hey Fernan, thank you for the good luck. Welcome in. So here we go. Rupees. The reason we need the woman's shop is because she's selling us a slingshot. But the slingshot is 30 rupees. There we go. Now we have 30 rupees. And we can just go fish. Where's the hungry cat? There we go. And we have to do it twice, actually. Don't ask me why. The developers just thought that it would be funny to make you fish twice. So, just now I did a little manipulation for the cat that lets this cutscene play out a little faster. Normally the cat will be really close to the pier, but because I was really far away from the pier, the cat is also further away. And so its running back home doesn't take as much time. Alright, so now we go get the slingshot in this shop. The owner is also going to give us a bottle, but we don't really care about that. And there we go. And with the slingshot, we can clear out a spider in front of our house, so that we can go climb up the ladder and get the wooden sword. So all of this to be able to enter my house, which we left in the morning. So if I space my movement out just right, I can kill the spider and get the ladder very smoothly. There we go. Okay, just like that, we are through, let's say, the first segment of the game. Now we are on to the tutorials. Because the game is going to explain to us how to use these items that we just got. Slingshot and wooden sword. And hopefully I can show off the motion control aiming. Whoops. That wasn't so bad. Cool. So that was the slingshot tutorial, explaining that you can target enemies and it will automatically fire at the enemy. Not that we're going to be using that very much. But still. Hey, thank you for following. Oh, whoops. Didn't get this jump attack. There we go. I was supposed to jump attack, but sometimes when you're playing on the Wiimote says you're doing one thing, even though you feel like you're doing something else. And generally, it is runner error. You're just not careful enough. You have to be more careful with your inputs. Because the Wiimote is quite sensitive, so you want to be a little bit aware when you do things, that you're not accidentally inputting the wrong thing. True, Luigi. Alright, so now the kid has run away after the monkey. We need to go save the kid, because he went into foreign woods and that's not very good. I'm spacing out the dashes with Epona in a specific way to get the maximum average speed. And that sounds a lot more complicated than it really is. I just count how many steps Epona is taking. And I suppose I should mention why we're rolling everywhere. The roll animation in this game is a lot faster than walking, and it's even faster if you chain rolls frame perfectly after one another. So you'll see me trying to time my rolls so that I maintain the maximum speed. Because normally, if you go up a hill or some other slope, you lose your movement speed. But if you're rolling and you're doing it frame perfectly, you will maintain the speed up the hill. So it can save quite a bit of time if you manage to do it properly. Alright. And now we are into the final area for this little quest. Jump attacking into this cutscene so that we are a little closer to the cage when the cutscene ends. Sweet. And with that, we've saved Tyler. And then the next thing we have to do is herd some goats again, which is tomorrow morning. Alright, so the kid makes us promise that we won't tell anybody about this. Of course, that's not happening. Alright, back on the farm. And this time, there's more goats. So goats have a bit of a tendency to troll Link. So let's see how we do. Yeah, it's not great. It's also not terrible. Alright, you want to go this way? That's very fun. Alright. Yep, so there you saw. One of the goats just straight up ignored me, so I had to do an extra lap around the farm. Let's get out the lantern for fun. It's good to have a well-lit Epona. Yeah. Alright. So in the cutscene that we skipped, Ilya, this game's love interest, comes up and takes Epona away because we've been too hard on Epona. So now we need to go get Epona back. Because we're supposed to leave for Hyrule Castle today. Alright, so now the kid is angry because we told on him. So he wants us to give him the sword. I'm sure nothing bad will ever happen if you just give away your only weapon. It's probably going to be fine. Surely nothing goes wrong. Yeah, we've given away our weapon, we've given away our horse. What could go wrong? Spoiler, something does go wrong in that cutscene. The Boblins show up, led by King Boblin, and they rampage through the town. A box break. Yeah, so Link gets knocked unconscious and we wake up in this cell as a wolf because we were dragged into the Twilight realm. And this will be the wolf tutorial part of the game, where the game teaches you what Wolf Link can do. But we're not going to do all of that. So here, Midna is telling us, Midna being this imp, telling us, oh yeah, you should definitely activate your senses and you see this spirit. But I'm not really feeling that, because then I'd have to watch an extra cutscene. So we're just not going to do that. We're just going to do the rest of the dungeon. Mini dungeon, I should say. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to see ghosts. I don't know about you, but I'm okay not seeing ghosts. So we'll just not do that. I'm gonna jump attack into this cutscene so that I can skip the cutscene while I'm in midair, and then I don't lose any time on movement. Alright. Now we have to go climb this tower. So there I jumped through a trigger in the air, but I didn't land on a trigger on the ground. So that I skipped a little mini cutscene of Midna asking us if we are stupid. So therefore, because I skipped that, I'm not stupid. It's basically proven. Oh, nice. Sometimes you can frame perfectly jump attack right away. Oh, and there we go. Also that one. Normally, after the cutscene showing you this region, Midna will talk to you for a bit, but if you skip the cutscene and then frame perfectly jump attack, you actually get to skip that little cutscene of Midna talking to you. So you skip some dialogue. Alright. It's too bad that the goats were so slow. Otherwise this would have been a very good part of the game. Very fast. But that's okay. Alright, so now we have done all of our introductions. So now we are back in the regular realm, where there is some light, but it turns out we're still a wolf. And we don't know how we can transform back into a human. So Midna tells us, why don't we just go get some equipment for when you finally do turn back into a human. You're gonna need some stuff like a sword and a shield. So let's go do that. So we listen to these guys to figure out where these items are. And then we need to go get them. Oh, I'm a bit far forwards, but I think it's probably okay. Yep. Alright, that's the shield. Now we just need a sword. I guess I can mention that the current world record for this run, so up to Master Sword, is 2 hours, 34 minutes, and 40 seconds. By yours truly. If I get anywhere close to that today, I'd be very happy. I don't know about that, Luigi. But I do know that I've done it that fast. Alright, so now we have equipment, and Minna will let us into the next area. Whoops. So before this, if we tried to progress to the next area, Minna would stop us and say, no, you need to go get some items first. So now we have the items, we can go and do that. Okay. So we are going into our first Twilight segment of the game, not counting the sewers. And in the Twilight segments, we're gonna have to find a way to restore the spirits of light. And the way we do that is by pest control. There are some bugs in the area and we need to take them out. But first, am I wrong though, Luigi? I feel like I'm right. Alright, I think this is a pretty decent... Yep, that was all pretty good. So those are the bugs we have to clear out. We're gonna leave that one for later. We're just making sure it's already exploded. And then we're first gonna go in here. Oh, okay. And now we can go grab this one that spawned as we were moving around. And doing it that way saves like a second, if I recall correctly. It's a pretty minor thing. Alright, here's 2 more bugs. There we go. And yeah, we're just gonna keep collecting tears and bugs and hopefully get out of here pretty quickly. So now would be a good time to mention, I think, that this marathon is benefiting Child's Play, which is a charity that helps hospitals obtain toys and games for sick children who are spending time in those hospitals. And if you have some money that you could donate, only if you really can, if you really do not need that money yourself, it would be amazing if you could give a little bit to the charity. Alright, we have some more bugs here. These are underground. Oh, please. The tier just didn't want to collect. Alright. So we have 2 more bugs remaining. Ah, that's right, I forgot to do early Master Sword. Could have been done in like 20 minutes. Okay, and there we go. Just like that, we've managed to clear the Twilight. That backflip I just did was frame perfect. If you don't backflip there, you get a little dialogue with Midna, which takes about 6 seconds. But if you backflip, you're outside of the trigger for that little bit of dialogue, and so you don't have to listen to it. But there's only 1 frame out of the cutscene where you can backflip. So frame perfect time save of 5 seconds-ish. And our next objective is to go do the first real dungeon of the game. Alright, So this is Rose, because she has a rose on her head. See, we're very original with names in this community. So Rose has taken our lantern. And now we have to go do an escort quest. Which is to just follow her along. Okay then. Fair enough. Just... And... this is essentially just a completely RNG segment. The only thing that I can do here is push Rose forwards a little bit. And slice grass essentially to get some extra rupees. Alright. We made it through. Alright, we have our lantern back, but we have no more oil. So that's annoying. Luckily, there's an oil shop right here. So we don't need to worry about it. I'm gonna slice these bokoblins to alert a different bokoblin over here. And then we grab our new oil. We leave without paying, because we're not really gonna use any of this oil. We're just gonna use like a tiny sliver of it. And then we'll bring the rest back when we're done later, don't worry. It's not stealing, it's just borrowing. Alright. So this guy is actually Link from a different era. And he's going to teach us some hidden skills. And this one is the Mamuri Kongyok, or the ending blow, as it's called in English. Because a fun fact, I can actually read this. I can actually read and speak Korean. So it's not just that I'm playing the version that's fastest, I can also actually read it, which is fun. True, yeah, I just learned Korean from playing the game here, in this half an hour or so. Alright, so this is our first dungeon. And in my opinion, it's a really, really good first dungeon for our game. So there's gonna be a spider here that we need to take care of. There we go. If we don't kill that spider, then the monkey will be afraid and she won't do anything. Alright. In this cutscene, the bridge gets broken, so we can't actually go there. Now we have to find a way to get across without using the bridge. And this is going to be a recurring theme, where we use monkeys to swing across ropes. It's the main way to unlock new areas in this dungeon. Gonna go all the way over here, just to open this chest, and then we're gonna go all the way back. Alright, and we find our second monkey. Exactly. The monkey. So there's going to be two bokoblins here, and they each have a 1 in 5 chance to drop a blue rupee. So I'm just hoping I get at least one, but you never know. Alright, there we go. So now we have 30 rupees, or rather more than 30 rupees. And that's basically what we're looking for in a sort of ideal scenario. In this run, we do need rupees for two things mainly. One is to buy a bomb bag, and then the second time is to buy bombs. Surprise. So yeah, just need to keep track of my rupees for that. Alright, there's a Deku-like over there. We're supposed to kill it with this bomb, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to jump right past it. If you jump diagonally like that, you can just about avoid getting eaten by the Deku-like. Nice jump, Link. Alright. We've created a staircase. We're going to do some funny moving up these stairs. I'm going to hold target, and then walk sideways for a frame or two. And doing that gives me the maximum walking speed faster. Which is not always relevant, but in something like that, it's relevant. We'll be doing that more here and there throughout the run. Alright. Oh, that's not very good. Okay. Ah, that's fine. So we blow up this Deku-like, or it's more like a Baba, really. It's not really a Deku-like, I suppose. So yeah, blow up this guy, get the Swole Key, and save our 4th monkey. Alright, so we have 4 monkeys, and that's enough to go do the mini-boss. Because this bridge that was broken earlier just so happens to require 4 monkeys to get across. Alright, so this dungeon's mini-boss is a monkey, who happens to have stolen a magical item. And we want that item, so we're just gonna fight him for it. Nice, that's really good RNG. He hops from pillar to pillar, and it's essentially a 50-50 whether or not he hops or throws the boomerang. So we had pretty good RNG on the first cycle, and then pretty average-ish, a little worse than average on the second cycle. Alright. Mini-boss defeated, item obtained. And this is gonna be the first real display of motion controls in the game, aside from the slingshot already, of course, but the slingshot is pretty minor. Whereas with this boomerang, we are actually going to be doing quite a bit of manual aiming. You can imagine that these kinds of throws with the boomerang would take a bit longer on GameCube, because you would have to actually aim with the analog stick before throwing, whereas on Wii I can just throw it essentially instantly. Provided my aim is good enough, of course. Alright. So the second half of the dungeon focuses on using the boomerang to unlock new areas. So here we can get the boss key, or big key, whichever you prefer. You don't have to throw the boomerang at that spider, but I like to do it for safety. What just happened? I even walked forwards before throwing the boomerang. That was interesting. Alright. So, there we see 5 monkeys, and there's 3 more platforms. I wonder what that means. Oh, that's not gonna work. Come on, there you go. The boomerang came down really quickly, and so I had to actually kill the bokoblin. Well, I don't know if had to was the right word, but I felt like it was the right play. I'm a bit far left, but I think it's okay. Yeah, it's fine. Cool. Alright, this room, I'm gonna be a little bit quiet because I need to focus on doing a skip, but I'm gonna set up the bomb here and hope it works. That looks fine. Yep, nice. So, normally you're supposed to blow up the rock that's blocking the vines first, and then you boomerang a bomb up to the 2nd level and you throw it against the rock yourself. But you can also just use the boomerang to get it all the way to the back without blowing up that first rock. Which saves like 15 seconds-ish. Whoops, I didn't quite do this right. What's happening? Oh, come on. There you are. So normally you're supposed to jump down the hole, and then find the correct one to save the monkey. But you can also use this bomb. I just didn't quite have the right position, so it took me a while to find. Alright, 1 more monkey. I didn't get the blue rupee, really? Okay. Alright. That's fine, I guess. Alright, we've all the monkeys. Nice. That's a 2-frame roll into this cutscene, and it actually saves like 3 seconds. Because this chain is going to have a set cycle that it's on, and if you get that 2-frame roll going into the room, you actually get to make the very first cycle, which saves something like 3 seconds. Just like that. Alright, time for our first boss fight. Diababa. I'm going to be skipping half the fight, in a way. by juggling bombs, because there's this cool side effect for the boomerang. Hang on, I should focus. And the side effect is that bombs don't explode while they're in the boomerang. So I can have these 2 bombs over there, bring them with me into this cutscene, and then when the cutscene ends, I throw my boomerang right away, and that will reset the bomb timers. And if I do it just right, I can defeat this boss without actually doing the mechanic of the second phase. And there we go. Just like that. For anybody just tuning in, this is Glitchless Master Sword in Twilight Princess. We are on a quest to obtain the Master Sword without using any glitches. And so far, so good. We haven't died yet. I did a practice run yesterday, and it went not great, but it went good enough, I would say. Alright, so yeah, there was a couple mistakes in the split, but still pretty quick. Alright, first dungeon done. Am I not worried about my health? Not really. I generally take very little damage between here and, well, after the next dungeon, basically. And so 3 hearts should be enough. Hey! Hello, Mr. Mailman. Alright, so this part is just rolling to Eldin. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Alright, so here we are into the second Twilight area of the game. We rolled all the way there. So this is Eldin Twilight, and turns out the bridge is broken. This game likes broken bridges. There's one in Forest Temple, and then there's one here, and then later on there's another one. I know, spoilers, but... So yeah, broken bridges. A very common thing in Twilight Princess. Yeah, this is supposed to be a big mystery. Where could the bridge be? It's over here. There's actually 4 broken bridges. Because there's one, yeah. There's quite a few. But one of those we don't see in this run. But yeah, that's the bridge. We found it. Tough puzzle. And yeah, we can go on to Kakariko Village, which is where most of the bugs are hiding in this Twilight. Hey, a frame-perfect jump attack. Saving us like 2 or 3 seconds at most. It's probably like 2 seconds. But yeah, a surprising amount of broken infrastructure, that's right. Zelda really should look into that. Right. So the first bugs are in the basement of this house, so we watch, and that's where all the kidnapped people are, by the way. We just go light some torches, open up the basement. A surprisingly elaborate system for your opening your basement, but you know. I'm not one to judge, I suppose. But okay, that's the first 3 bugs done. There's one over here that we can push a little bit, like so. The nice thing about the bugs in this area of the game is that there's very little RNG to them. It's mostly down to your execution, with a couple exceptions. Skip the cutscene, please. Okay. Fair enough. So there is this intricacy to using the Wiimote, where if the Wiimote is considered to be in motion, the minus and plus buttons are disabled. Like, it just straight up doesn't allow you to press those buttons. It just so happens that the skipping cutscene button is the minus button. And so if the game thinks that you're moving the Wiimote, then you're not allowed to skip cutscenes, which can be very annoying sometimes. Let's just commit some burglary. Entering someone's house, stealing stuff. In this case, we're stealing a bug, but you know, it's still his bug. I don't know. Yep, destroying property as well. It's just... So we bonk in a really specific spot there to drop down, whoops, 2 rupees. 2 blue rupees, I should say. In that way, we don't need to worry about money too much this run. We're gonna get at least 5 more. Probably a few more than that. Alright. Oh, there we go. Actually got an extra blue rupee as well. So now we are very much completely fine when it comes to money. So I really just don't need to think about that anymore for the rest of the run. Because we need to end up with 120 after this next region, which we will get, because there's a 100 rupee that we're beginning pretty soon. So we'll be at 155-ish, and that is much more than we really need. So we're doing very well. Alright, just 3 more bugs. Okay. That was interesting. I must have gone like a frame too early. Damn. I don't really recall ever having that happen before. But that's okay. Should be okay. Alright. So that's Eldin Twilight done. That gets rid of all those enemies up the mountain. But it places a different one in instead. So now we are going to try to climb up the mountain, and we're going to find out that we are currently unable. We need a new item first. But we still have to go do this first to activate that quest line. So I backflip into that cutscene with a spin attack, and then I can backflip all the way back down, skipping having to actually wrestle this Goron. And now Renato will explain to us that there's only been one person who could beat the Gorons in a fight, and it's actually the Mayor of Arden. Boy. So he has the secret to defeating the Gorons. Or rather, to earning their respect. So yeah, we have to go there. And luckily, we just now come across Epona. Or Epona comes across us, I suppose. Yes, that's Bo's secret to beating the Gorons in a wrestling match. Cheat. Alright. So we're just gonna ride all the way back to Arden Village to go meet Bo, and then he'll explain to us how to do it. How to get past those Gorons. But first, we need to get that 100 rupee that I mentioned before. It's actually behind a house, well hidden. Just like that. How's the pace so far? It's not too bad. We're technically ahead of world record, but this next split could very well change that, because Bo is very RNG heavy. But I'm not too worried about that. But yeah, the pace is alright. So what we're going to be doing is, Bo will only revealed the secret to us if we beat him in a wrestling match. So we have to go wrestle him. And wrestling in this game is rock, paper, scissors. So we're gonna play rock, paper, scissors with Bo. And we hope we win. Just get lucky for it. It's a good first phase. So in the next cycle, he's more likely to do worse moves. Rather, he's like more random. Hopefully he sidesteps, that's what we want to see. A sidestep. That's the wrong sidestep, but that's okay. Okay, well, guess we're gonna go grab. Please? There we go. Ah, that's really unlucky. Oh, really? Alright. Yeah, that was a pretty unlucky rock, paper, scissors match. But okay, we have our item, and we can move on. Let's get the lantern out. It's always good to have a well-lit path. You never know what you're gonna find. So yeah, we're just going to be on our way back to Kakariko, now that we have the iron boots. But it turns out we have to do a boss fight first, before we can go into the dungeon. Because a kid just gets kidnapped while we're right there. So this fight has some RNG to it. Hopefully we get good RNG, but you know, it's RNG. Ah, come on. That's really unfortunate. Alright, I'm gonna make him stand still, actually. And then I got unlucky because I got knocked over, okay? Yeah. It's classic. Alright, there we go. Alright. Alright, cool. Still made it. So by turning around in the middle there, we can actually do this fight in a single cycle, rather than doing 2. And it doesn't save as much time as you would think. It only saves like 7 seconds from what I remember. Alright, but now we can actually go head for the next dungeon. Hello, rolls. Sometimes I feel like my A button doesn't quite work. Yep. Link did not want to 180. That's okay. There we go. So even though we have the iron boots now, we still don't want to fight this guy. Because it's faster not to. Right. This big rock will come in handy later. But for now, we'll just leave it here. We're gonna defeat these Gorons by throwing a boomerang at them. Which is definitely exactly how the developers intended for you to do this. Yeah, who would win? Guy made out of rock? One boomerang that has some gusty things with it. You know, the Fairy of Wind. Oh no. The Goron is going to be so afraid of that. Alright, so this is why we needed the iron boots. We have to go wrestle this guy. And to win this wrestling match, you need the iron boots. So we're going to sidestep and hopefully get the good RNG. That's one good RNG. And 2. Very nice. It's too bad the King Bulblid fight was not so good. But, yeah. Alright. That was nice. And time to enter Gorn Mines. You're supposed to turn these jets of fire off, but if you take damage first, you get some invulnerability frames, and then you can just run straight through them. What? That was weird. That was confusing. Not sure what happened there. And now you'll see me equipping iron boots while falling down here and there. And this is because when you have iron boots equipped, your falling speed is increased by a lot. Which is nice because our speed on the ground is bigger than our speed in the air. So we want to spend time on the ground. That Dodongo was in the way. Hopefully it'll be out of the way when I come back there. And he was out of the way. That's nice. So yeah, the main mechanic in this dungeon is these magnets, which we can walk on using the iron boots. For anybody just now tuning in, we're doing Twilight Prince's Glitchless Master Sword, and we're doing this run as part of a charity marathon benefiting Child's Play. Child's Play is a charity that helps hospitals obtain toys and games for sick children staying at those hospitals. So it's a pretty good cause. If you happen to have a little bit of spare change or anything like that, you could consider giving a little. But of course, only if you can really miss it. If you really do not need the money yourself. So we're doing combos here because it's faster than walking normally. However, because I'm playing the Wii version, I have to constantly shake the Wiimote, and it's quite tiring. So that room is pretty taxing. But okay, we did it. You do not need all three. You only need the last one. But in Glitchless, you do need all three. It's in the rules. So yeah, you can technically skip the first and second key shards, which I think is done in the Goron Mines IL, the individual level. I'm pretty sure the first 2 key shards are skipped. Oh, I got a bit of an early jump attack there. That was interesting. It works out, but yeah. Whoopsie. Alright, so we have a pretty big skip here. I'm gonna try to... Go. Nope, I didn't get it. I jump attacked too early. That's unfortunate. You don't have to bring this bitch down, essentially. But, yeah, I did it wrong. It happens. Oh, okay. Alright, so on to the mini-boss. Nice slash link, very good. Alright. So this mini-boss has a mini skip in it as well, but it's pretty precise. I'm gonna try it, but we might not get it. Nice, got it. And that's it. There's supposed to be 3 cycles, but if you have a precise throw, you can actually do it in 2 cycles, and more like 1.5 cycles. So it's very quick. So that was nice. Alright, so now we get our new item, the Hero's Bow. What? Thank you. Oh, come on. Grab it, Link? Are you gonna... Thank you. Well, that was interesting. Nice bonk. Wait. Wow. Alright, and then we are already on to the final boss for the dungeon, because we're gonna skip some extra rooms by just backtracking. Because backtracking ends up being quicker than if you were to go forwards after getting the complete boss key. Okay, that's okay, don't roll. So yeah, we took out one of the Boblin archers because if you don't kill them, there's a cutscene that plays of them alerting to your presence. And there, with a precise jump attack after unequipping Iron Boots, I can actually avoid having to lower that gate. I can simply jump behind it. Alright, and now we have to go fight Virus. And there was recently a new strategy discovered for this boss fight, where you can actually stun lock him for the entire fight. So we're going to be trying that as well. So we're going to place the chain behind him. And just like that, he should just fall over again. There you go. And we just need to do that one more time. That is reasonably precise, by the way. But as far as speedrunning tricks go, it is very lenient. I've been told that there are 11 frames for that to work, which in speedrunning terms is a lot. But there we go. You can stun lock him for the entire fight. Which is a nice little time save. And with that, we have about an hour left to go. And one more dungeon. Pace check? I mean, we're like Like a minute behind world record? Yeah. So really not too concerned about that. I mean, I don't think so. I think my mistakes are more important. But also, this run is still pretty nice. I'm feeling pretty good about it. Alright, there's our bomb bag. Which comes with 30 regular bombs. And then later, we're gonna get rid of our regular bombs and buy water bombs. But first, we have to do Twilight. Alright, ready for another mailman. Hey! Wow. That Kakarot was zooming and we didn't want to let go. Just kept chasing me. That's very annoying. Alright. Yep, another broken bridge. Skip, please, thank you. Alright. Just like that. Into Twilight. Thank you for the good luck. I feel like I'm doing alright so far. The run is pretty good. Alright. So Twilight is, as the name would suggest, the Twilight taking place in the Loneru province. The Loneru province is really, really big. And so there's going to be a lot of just running between point A and point B. Which makes it take a while. I mean, I don't think linear Twilight is boring. I think like the actual Twilight itself, where you chase the bugs, is actually one of my favorite parts. But this part right here is quite literally a running simulator of about 12 minutes. Just run forwards. Of course, there's like little things we do in those 12 minutes, but it is definitely a lot of running. Ow. Well, that one gets burnt down, Luigi. Yeah. We just skipped the cutscene, so we didn't see it. 손님인가? 괴물이잖아. Yes. Wow, Lena just yawning on me. That's wild. Very rude. Yep. So this part is kind of stressful because they didn't properly code the cursor for this part on the Wii version. If you change directions on the cursor while you're dashing, the controls will invert, and the cargo will therefore nosedive or suddenly pull up really hard. And so I'm being very careful with not moving the pointer too much. Cool. We are nearly done with the running forwards part of the linear Twilight. Just need to go defeat some shadow beasts, and then that's pretty much it. So I'm hoping to see... There's 3 Shadow Beasts. I'm hoping to see the back one turn right. And he's turning left. That's too bad. Doesn't really matter too much, but it's a little bit annoying. Because the camera doesn't behave as nicely if he goes left. Anyway. Time to go get that big rock that we left alone earlier. 기다려주세요. Okay. She's asking us to wait. I guess we'll wait. I don't think that's her voice, by the way, but you know, that's how I would say it. I think I'll mention for anybody who's recently joined again. We're playing the Korean Wii version because Korean is the fastest language and the Wii version is the fastest version. So of course, because this is a speedrun, that's what we're doing. Yep, this is... Oh, in the context of Glitchless, yes. So I'm playing Glitchless Master Sword. And in that context, absolutely, the Wii version is a lot faster than GameCube. It is not faster than HD, no. But TPHD has its own leaderboard. But yeah, the TPHD does have even faster glitchless runs. But rejoice! We are past the run forwards part, and now we can collect bugs. So, the Wii version doesn't lag, the Wii version has faster loading times, and also the motion control aims are faster than... oh, okay. Yeah, motion control aiming is faster. So those things combined save quite a bit of time. And then the Korean language saves about half a minute. But the no lag is also very nice, like quality of life, basically. So pretty cool. Yeah, for quite a few leaderboards, GameCube and Wii are sharing one board. In particular for Glitchless, the runs are essentially identical, and so there's little reason to split them. Alright, so now we're from the bug collecting part back into the run forwards part. I mean, it is a speed run, Luigi. I don't know what to say. I think this is peak speedrunning gameplay in the literal sense. So I'm dash attacking through the streets because it's faster than walking. Because Link's movement speed in in Castletown is very slow. What? Okay then. That was weird. Okay, whoa. It's the, you know... You may not like it, but this is what peak speedrunning looks like. Oh, let me just read that sign. Yeah, exactly. Just, you know, now I know that that is Fire's cannon. How else would I have known? It's important to check these things, just to be sure that I'm going the right way. Hello? Okay. please. Thank you. I'm not sure what happened there. I was just somehow out of range for that bug, and then I had to do a whole extra segment. Oh well. Oh, that's pretty unlucky. Alright, so this bug has 3 cycles. You can kind of manipulate which way he goes. So I'm gonna go look this way, and then he should be attacking me from the front. There we go. Well, this is not great. I'll just do this again, I guess. Yeah, this is not great. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I don't know. I messed up. Or, did I mess up? I feel like I got a bit unlucky as well. Either way. Okay. Are you... okay. Wolflink didn't want to climb up there. Alright, we've cleared all the Twilights. Now we just need to go do one more dungeon. Oh, whoops, I should have equipped that on the right button over Lantern. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Alright, time to ride the cannon. So now we have one side quest left, which is to get the Zora armor. So to do that, we need Epona. Fair enough, Luigi. Thanks for hanging out for such a long time, though. Much appreciated. Have a nice day. Hey! So I need 5 more green rupees, and then we should be okay, rupee-wise. Oh, come on. That's... there you go. I'm getting rid of my bombs because I don't need them anymore. I need to make space in my bomb bag for water bombs. Because in Lakebed, we'll be needing water bombs instead of regular bombs. So that's good practice to then get rid of all your old bombs. You hate this part? I kind of like it. But casually, I remember that it was definitely not too easy. There's a lot going on, so it's hard to... Oh yeah, that can happen. There's actually a trick that uses that, if I recall correctly. Hello? Thank you. What? Alright, cool. So... now I just need to get rid of one more card rock, and then get rid of this last bomb. And then we can head to the next dungeon. So there we roll the wrong way, and then Rutella tells us we should be following her. She teleports you towards her, and so we can save a little bit of movement by doing that intentionally. Come on. Alright. So yeah, we just need to get water bombs after this one, then it's straight to the final dungeon of this run. So back to Barnes to go buy some bombs. And now we don't need to sell anything. We can just go straight into buying our water bombs. Whoops. That's... Please give me these. Thank you. Oh, come on. Really? I got the roll? Okay. That's funny. Okay, so now we just need to unlock this shortcut over here. For anybody who isn't aware, there's a shortcut here that leads to Lake Hylia. And then we just need to enter Lakebed. And we're gonna skip one of the parts of Enter Lakebed. Normally you're supposed to clear out 2 rocks, but you can skip clearing out one of them. You can throw a water bomb from a specific location, and if you time it right, you don't actually need to unlock an air vent. You can just throw the bomb right in front of the door of the dungeon. Just like that. Alright, and we are onto the last dungeon now. Lakebed. Oh, I got stuck. Huh. Yeah, that one is correct. I think. Yeah. Why was I confused about this? What? There we go. Cool. And this dungeon is really cool, actually. There's a lot of small things that you can do to save time, and a lot of cool movement. For example, we're going to roll into this cutscene with a bit of a delay, so we get as much distance as possible. To save us a little bit of movement here. Put away the bow, then climb up this. Is climbing, because if we were to climb with the bow, we'd have to put it away at the door here, and that would be slower. So there's all these little things that I'm going to be doing all throughout the dungeon. So we need to get a small key first to unlock the upper floor. And the small key is down here. Just gonna have to shoot down some rocks to create a path. think I jump attacked a little early there. What? Well, that was not fun. Pretty unfortunate that the Tektites were both right there, so I couldn't get back onto the geyser. But alright, we have our key. Time to go upstairs. Okay. Alright, sweet. So... gonna be climbing these vines and grabbing that switch that I don't think is in view right now. Oh, you can see the golden part right there. We need that switch to open this door. And then normally you're supposed to go straight into the region in the back there, but I'm just gonna open it up for later. And then we're just gonna not do that right now. We're gonna go straight to the mini-boss. Wait, with a little skip right here. And now we're gonna use a bomb boost. First we're gonna throw one over there to blow up this rock, and then I can fix my camera by opening the chest. And just like that. Oh. It's a little precise, yeah. Alright, time for the hardest mini-boss. There we go. That was truly a struggle. Yeah, unfortunately I can't save in this game. In this run, it's not allowed. It is a no save and quit category. So I won't be going back to the start of the dungeon. Unfortunately. Nice bonk. Wow. Okay. Alright. So now we go back upstairs. To go into that area that I cleared out earlier. Because up here we need to turn on the water. Because this is, after all, a water temple. Wouldn't be much of a water temple if there was no water. So let's fix that. What? Unequip the boots, please. What just happened? You're not allowed to do that in this rule set. The HD rule set is different for Glitchless. They allow you to jump down into the middle without doing the switch at the top. In SD, that's not allowed. Alright, we're coming up on one of the most challenging parts of the dungeon. Ah, fair enough. Oh. Hello, thank you. Here you go. Alright, just like that, we've made our way to the boss key. Gonna drop down through this little grate right there. Now we just need to head back to the central chamber to go fight Morpheal, the final boss of the dungeon. Oh, come on. Oh, come on! Alright. We'll just kill them then. Up! Oops. Let me just grab this heart here. Well, that was fun. Let's try that again. Oh. I'm just doing very poorly, apparently. Let's try that again. That's better. Yeah, a little bit, but I mean... I definitely shouldn't be voiding out several times in the room, right? That's alright. Alright, this is a time where I can put the controller down for a bit and mention that this run is benefiting the Child's Play charity, which is a charity that tries to help hospitals get games and toys for children who are staying in those hospitals. Because being able to play is a pretty big deal for children when they're otherwise dealing with some pretty big problems. So if you can afford to donate a little bit, please consider it. And of course, thanks for just hanging out. Just watching the stream is also a way to support. Alright, on to the last boss of this run. So we're going to Master Sword. So just this fight remains. Oh, that's... okay. That was awkward. No, please. Thank you. Try that again. Alright. That wasn't great. But alright. It is what it is. So, yeah, 2 more segments, let's say. We have to save Midna, and then we have to go get the Master Sword. No worries, Twilight Waker time. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good rest of your day. But yeah, I'm coming up on the end of the speedrun. I don't know if I need to... do some extra stuff, or if I can just pass the torch to the next streamer. I have about, say, 12 minutes left in the run. Alright, time to enjoy one of the best tracks of the game. So yeah, we are on our way to Zelda, because Midna has been cursed by Zant. Or, not quite, I guess it's kind of like that. It's kind of convoluted, but either way, we need Zelda to save Midna. And luckily, this cat, Louise, will help us. Alright, this is Giovanni. He has a side quest for us. He explains the side quest. But we're just gonna, not do that right now. That'll have to wait. So we need to bring a torch with us here and spread the fire around to get to the next part of the mini dungeon, so to speak. Hopefully the keys are nice to us. That was fine, I suppose. These ropes tend to be a little bit awkward sometimes, but so far so good. Alright. And then we have to go through this rooftop segment once more. Except now there is heavy wind, which which changes things a little bit. Oh, okay. Whoa, what just happened? Excuse me, game? Oh, okay, dude. What? Why? I jumped in the right direction as well. Link should have grabbed the ledge, but he just didn't feel like it. That's alright. Nice bonk. Yep. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, that was not great, but okay. A pretty tragic way to end the run. But we have one more segment now, which is just to get the Master Sword. Let's try and end strong. So we're just gonna meet Rose again now. Rose is being chased by some puppets. So we're just gonna spin attack these and then we're gonna push Rose out of the way. Okay, sure, let's just... There you go. Push Rose out of the way. Because Rose has a really large interaction range. So we push her away so we can actually dash out of the way. So we don't have to talk to her again. Not sure why that one puppet just didn't get hit. What? I'm so confused right now. I was already past that one, and then it hit me anyway. Huh. Well, into the Lost Woods. Time for good music. So here we just need to chase the Skull Kid down 3 times to progress to the next area. So yeah, I'm coming up on the end of the run now in about 3 minutes. Nice, we landed all the way down there. That's good. Nice jump, Link. Alright, so the way this works is we have to kill one of the puppets, and then we have to just wait for a couple seconds, and then he'll blow the horn again. And we have to do that one more time. Alright, time for this puzzle. We need to move these statues onto their respective spots. And luckily, I know the solution, so I don't need to come up with anything on the fly. And just like that. And then we have to watch a little bit of the cutscene for the Master Sword. Because the run ends when we actually pull the Master Sword out of the stone. And there it is. Glitchless Master Sword in about 2.5 hours. 2 hours, 37 minutes, and 34 seconds, I want to say. Not too bad. It's a little behind the record, but that's okay. Wouldn't expect to get a record on a marathon run. But yeah, that was this run. I could pass it on to the next person, or I could do some other things. I just need to know. Yeah, there we go. We have the Master Sword. And the cool thing about the Master Sword is that we can warp anywhere now. We go here. Yeah. Oh, can I not climb out here? Surely I can. Yeah, exactly. I think I'm allowed to go to Snow Peak now. It's technically not legal because you need to get the do the fishing side quest and stuff after Arbiter's Grounds, but I think I might be able to go there anyway. Alright then. Oops. I haven't done this trick in a very long time. There's a trick where you can get through this without having to do the side quest for it, but it's been a while. I'm just gonna try like once or twice. Okay. Okay. Hello, please. I'm supposed to be able to stand up there, but I'm getting a little... Yeah, that would work. I think I'm not quite in the right spot. Because they're not. Seems to be unwilling to attack. Yeah. Oh, wow. There's that little corner as well. Yeah. Yeah, what could I even show? I could show the speedrun way of getting one of the heart pieces. Fishing hole is over here. So, casually, there's a heart piece in here, and you're supposed to get in the boat and catch the heart piece with your fishing rod. But you don't have to do that. you can instead just grab it like this. Ta-da! I guess we could try roll goal. But yeah, whenever the next person feels like stepping in, I'm all done. Yeah, we can try some roll goal while we wait. Let's see. Sure thing. I'm terrible at this. Yeah, halle. Halle. I'm so bad. This is really hard on the Wii version, I'm pretty sure. The speedrun for this is actually pretty impressive. Yeah, this is really hard on Wii. You very easily get... Oh, I don't have any more money. Damn. Yeah. That's too bad. So a fun thing about this area is that nighttime goes by a lot faster. That's a pretty big moon. But yeah, I think it's like a 1.5 times speed for night when you're in this specific area. Normally, nighttime takes, I want to say it's 6 minutes. And I think when you're in this area, it's something like 4 or 3.5 minutes. Which season do we prefer, by the way? Because I can switch the seasons in this area as well by leaving and coming back. Personally, I kind of like this one. It's kind of like the Sakura vibe. Of course, they're not Sakura trees, but that's kind of the point. That's kind of the feeling they're evoking. Let's see what other season we get. This is summer, I think. Let's see if we can get autumn or winter. There we go, autumn. This is nice. Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed... Oh, there we go, winner. Hope everybody enjoyed the Glitchless Master Sword speedrun. Oh, that's interesting. They're evergreen trees. Well, not green in this case, but yeah, they have leaves. Well, winter. I think I want to warp. Should enjoy the Hyrule Field music. Over here. Yeah, it was a pretty good run, I would say. I think it was alright. I can end the stream as well. So if you're good to go, then I could whenever you're ready, I suppose. Have you remembered to edit the game? If so, then all good. We can wait for the music, hopefully, but maybe not. That's okay. But then I'll, if you want to give me a count, or if you just want to let me know how you want to switch it over. There we go. We got to listen to the nice intro on the music. But yeah, that was it. I'm gonna be signing off then. Thanks for having me. I hope people enjoyed the stream. And I'll change it over to Games with Heart, who's gonna be doing Hyrule Warriors. So enjoy, everybody.